Welcome to London PFG. I'm IDG and this is St John's Garden in southwest London. London's known for a lot of things. For example, the London Eye, Piccadilly Circus, Oxford Street, like St Paul's Cathedral, like the Tower of London, the National Gallery, the Tate Modern, the Natural History Museum, Museum of London, the Royal Opera House, Shakespeare Globe, Royal Albert Hall, the Jenga Flats. All right there, I'm IDG and welcome to London PFG. Bang! Hello there, I'm IDG, welcome to London PFG, and today we're in southwest London to see St John's Gardens. St John's Garden is located in the Borough of Westminster, which covers central, west and southwest London. St John's Garden is in southwest London. St John's Garden is located in an area called Millbank, which is in the Borough of Westminster. And as you can see, it's right next to Lambeth Bridge, which is one of the 35 bridges which cross North and South London. St John's Garden is also located near some of London's most famous landmarks, such as Westminster Abbey, where many of the royal family get married. Also, Big Ben, also known as Elizabeth Tower, but we keep calling it Big Ben. And of course the House of Lords, one of the most famous places and structures of power. And of course, Tate Britain. If you like your museums and art, that's definitely a great place to go if you're in Millbank / Westminster. Also, getting to St John's Garden actually is quite simple. There's more than 4 different underground lines that go there, with the Jubilee Line, Victoria Line, Circle Line and District Line covered to get you there to St John's Gardens. There's also another form of transport, besides buses, which London has plenty of. There's this new form of transport known as the Thames Clipper / Uber boat, and you can get it right from here at Millbank Pier, which is just a 10-minute walk away from St John's Garden. And just wow, this is the first view you get when you walk into St John's Gardens, and oh my days, you can just see how beautiful of a garden it is. It's truly one of London's best. St John's Garden is a beautiful garden hidden away between these 2 fancy block of flats, with a great centerpiece of this beautiful fountain slap bang in the middle. This garden well and truly is one of these hidden beauties, and you wouldn't even expect where it is. From the flowers, which are all pristinely taken care of, to all the beautiful trees and plants, bushes. All of these are well maintained. This is what makes this garden one of the most pristine and clean in London. And no matter where you stand in this garden, be it the back, the front, the side, the left, the right, everything just looks beautiful. Nice, peaceful and beautiful. And another thing you'll realise is the amount of seating there has here. It's great for reading a book, having tea, coffee, lunch, breakfast, or just generally having a break in a really quiet and tranquil place. The seating is really nicely spread out from the back of the garden, the front of the garden, the corners, the edges, the middle. Like here, the fountain just here, there's benches everywhere, so you'll have enough seating. And of course, you can just sit on the grass and just enjoy that, doing that as well.
However, the history behind this garden is a lot different than you would imagine, as originally it was a cemetery.
In its earliest history, St. John's Garden was purchased by the St. John Evangelist Church and was consecrated by Dean Wilcox. After its opening in 1731, within 20 years, the graveyard was already overcrowded. This led to a heap of issues, even them forcing to put the prices up and hiring night watchmen. Not these kind of night watchmen. Similar to these, but not the exact kind. These old geezers as night watchmen. Even with the night watchmen, the grave robbing and even the overcrowding of the burial ground still continued and had to be closed by Lord Palmerston.
By the 23rd of May 1885, the burial ground was reopened as a public garden by the Duke of Westminster, and after a few more refurbishments became the garden that you see today. There are also still remnants of it being a burial ground, with Chris Cass, this master mason, still having his grave here in St. John's Garden.
There is also something else which makes this garden so unique.
Trees.
But specifically, the London plane tree and the maidenhair tree. The London plane tree, though not originally from London or the UK, was planted widely during the Victorian London. This would usually be very weird, but due to the fact that the London plane tree thrives in polluted atmosphere and actually cleans the environment, is planted in cities and environments with high pollution, you can see them all over the world. The maidenhair tree is one of the most special trees you will find, as it's actually a remnant of an order of trees that flourished more than 158 million years ago. It is also a sacred tree to Buddhists and has been cultivated for centuries in temples in China and Japan. Overall, St. John's Garden is an amazing garden in the borough of Westminster, in the area of Millbank, and only 10 to 15 minutes away from some of Westminster's most famous landmarks. It's so beautiful, well maintained with the flowers, bushes, trees, the whole area, the grass well looked after. And this is all thanks to the local community, the City of Westminster Park Services, Westminster's parks and gardens and open spaces. So these kind of areas are really well maintained and looked after, so we should keep them that way. So please, no rubbish, no litter when you come and visit. There's enough bins, so let's keep these gardens as beautiful as they are. Thank you, love.
So that's enough for the lecture. So if you're ever on the south side of the Thames in the borough of Westminster and looking for a nice place to relax, I highly recommend St. John's Gardens. They even have Santander bikes. There's no excuse. So thank you very much for watching London PFG. See you next time. I'm IDG. Take care.
London PFG. London PFG. London PFG. London PFG.
That's enough of the lecture. That's enough of the lecture.